Hi there, you powerhouse maverick. I wanted to stop in before I close down for the day. And I've been answering some of your questions in regards to the Discover You Immersion. Yes, we kind of amped it up from the jump starter because someone said, this isn't just a jump starter you're offering. You're offering the opportunity for me to go really deep. And it's true over those 3 months together. So I wanted to come and kind of review what the Discover You Immersion looks like, what the bonuses are if you schedule a Powerhouse session with me by tomorrow evening. It might not happen until next week, but at the same time, the bonuses will be going away tomorrow evening at midnight. And just to be sure that you have some of the initial questions before you get onto your session, and we can discuss what your goals are, what your challenges are, what your questions are, what the investment is, what, kind of the onboarding, what are we going to actually address over the 3 months, so forth and so on. All right. And you can always do that by, even while you're watching this, you can always schedule one of those sessions at tiny.cc /powerhouse session. And we'll make sure you get all your questions, all your concerns addressed on that call. Okay. So, what is the Discover You Immersion? Why is it going to transform your life and your work over the next 3 months? And what's all included, especially those bonuses, which are, greater than $5,000 in value. So the Discover You Immersion, I established last year because I find that the majority of business owners, whether they're 3 years in, 5 years in, even 7+ years in, they still are lacking kind of a core foundation. And remember what we talked about in the 5-day Goals to Riches challenge. 90% of business owners, 90% earn under $100,000. Well, that's because they're going after and worried about generating the revenue before they even have the foundation in place to even support the business that they could have coming in. And so what I want to ensure that you are doing in those first 3 months is kind of creating a hybrid, a blend of both setting the foundation and then, yes, let's look at those strategies, those tools, those procedures that are going to allow you to go after your ideal client in the right way with the right message at the right time so you could be generating income. All right. Because that's certainly the objective, right? Let's build a business here, but let's also ensure you have the foundation. So those 3 months are focused on what is that vision you have for your business? What are those goals? What is that action plan? What are those systems, disciplines, habits, and routines you need in order to be as productive, focused, and clear and confident each and every day so you're doing the work that you need to be doing, but you should be doing, and delegating, deleting, or delaying those things that aren't contributing directly to your immediate goals. All right? And so over those 3 months, we're putting all of those things in place to where I'm also introducing you to some key revenue generating activities and strategies. So you are, like I said, blending, hybriding in over the 3 months, work that will be high value, high impact, high generation type of activity. And so let me give you an idea what the 3 month Discover You Immersion looks like. You are initially, not even with the bonuses, initially going to have both a one-to-one and a group experience. And the reason why I feel it's really critical to give you a lot of attention, is because I have been participating in a number of coaching programs over the last about 18 months. And what I'm finding is they're fabulous programs and they're fabulous leaders that are heading up those programs. But I need more one-on-one attention. Those group coaching calls where there's 50, 100, 200, sometimes 500 people on them. Yes, they touch on questions, challenges, inquiry that are standard and generic across a good amount of those individuals. And therefore, yes, I can take away something from those questions and those discussions. But there's times where I just want my my questions, my challenges, my confusion taken care of. I want someone to say, hey, Bernadette, what specifically are you doing or not doing, or what's getting in your way, or what's helping you move forward? Hey, Joanne, hey, Linda. I feel it's really important for you to have that immediate one-on-one engagement. And so I have created a blend or a hybrid of one-on-one coaching along with group coaching. Now, there are other people that do that as well. However, what I've also found is they're offering you 1 or 2 coaching sessions one-on-one over a period of 6 months or the year. And what I need for myself, and therefore I know you probably need, is more of that attention on a regular basis. So the initial program, the regular, standard program of our Discover You Immersion, includes 2 one-on-one sessions per month. So 6 overall in that 3-month experience. And then you also have 2 group coaching sessions, maximum of 8 people in the group, which is another differentiation of my programs as opposed to others, because again, I don't want you feeling like you have to fight for attention. One week you may not have anything to bring up, but if you do, I want to ensure that you're getting that attention. So if you schedule it appropriately, you could be having weekly coaching either in the form of individual or group. And then you will be receiving bi-monthly training that's specific to the challenges, issues, opportunities, topics that the group has identified. And actually that is the broader group. So each of the groups would have 8 people in it. However, the Discover You Immersion could have 24, could have 55, could have 150 people in it. And those training programs would be offered to everyone, just as the Facebook private group would be for everyone that's in the Discover You Immersion, though your group specific activities would only include 8. Okay? So then in those groups, what I also want to offer you is the opportunity that if you should all of a sudden have an issue, a challenge, a question that you want more opinion, more ideas, more thoughts on than just mine, then you could bring them into the flash coaching that we would do once a month to really provide you that 10 minutes of you put the situation out there and let everyone help and contribute and support you. And it's fabulous. I grew up doing what we called popcorn consulting, just like that for, the 20, 25 years I was in corporate America. And it's so effective and really gets you moving on a situation that you might be dealing with in a very short period of time. All right. Then you, like I said, would have that Facebook group that you would be able to lean on and reach out to and build relationships with and have as a support system and even a referral base, and really kind of, mastermind together to help build and grow both your business and your life. And let me see what else. Now, structurally, what you would also be gaining out of this is the initial onboarding, which is going to begin a week from Monday, is going to first set you up with, I would send out a full assessment that you would be doing on your own. And then you would send that to me prior to then us getting onto a 90-minute deep dive strategy session. So both the assessment is going to really allow you to start kind of dumping, getting out of your head, getting out of your heart, everything that it is that you know about what you're doing, why you're doing it, what you need in order to be able to be successful in it, what challenges you're getting hit up with, how best you operate, how best you work, how best you like to be communicated to, how you like to be coached, so forth and so on. So all of that you're working on initially, and then we have you scheduled for a 90-minute deep dive discussion with me, so we can really map out, okay, here are the goals that you're going to do over the next 3 months. Here are the specific measures. Here are the specific actions, the timelines that we want to do it. Here are some, proactive habits, disciplines, and tactics you should be using to address anything that might come up and get in your way, so forth and so on. So both the assessment and the deep dive is even before you get into your one-on-ones. And then you kick into your one-on-ones and your group coaching sessions. And then, of course, this all comes with a workbook that you'll be walking through, templates as a result of, defining your victory plan, defining your rich plan, which is between your goals and between your vision and your goals. It would include additional resources and tips that you could use as you move forward through your Discover You immersion and beyond, because all the materials, all the assets are yours long term for being part of the program. So that is even just the initial part of what the Discover You immersion typically includes, and it's valued over $10,000 worth of coaching, mentoring, training, resources, templates, that kind of thing. So tremendous value for what it is that you're then going to be able to accomplish throughout that 3 months. And I'm there almost like a team member on a regular basis for you to be able to really work at and achieve and overcome what it is that you're doing each and every day. Now, if you were to secure a Powerhouse session with me by tomorrow night at midnight. Now, the session may not be till next week or even the week after, but at the same time, lock in your Powerhouse session at tiny.cc/Powerhouse session, and you will also receive these other bonuses, which are going to be valued at more than $5,000. So just think about it. Where could you be in 90 days by having a coach, mentor, motivator, accountability partner, strategist in your corner each and every day over the next 90 days? I mean, you could be so far ahead from where you might be right now. So our bonuses include an additional six one-on-one coaching sessions. So now you have weekly one-on-one coaching sessions over the next 90 days. I mean, come on. You would be, working with me. I'd be working for you every week over the next 90 days. Then you would still have those group coaching calls on top of that. Now, then I'm going to give you my most popular program, which is called 10 Productivity Success Hacks for Female Business Owners. And it includes an ebook, all the templates that go along with the hacks and the strategies. It includes a video overview. It includes an online digital workspace, a one-pager, where you can store and keep and refer back to all this content and all this information. At the same time, I'm going to give you 10 key revenue generating strategies that you could be using to go from 5 to 6 figures, or if you're going from 6 to 7 figures. Now, I will share with you right up front that I want to ensure you have the foundations in place before you go worrying about generating revenue, figuring out your ideal client, figuring out the messaging that you need, figuring out the products and the offers that you need. But I get it. And so we will pepper in and I'll have you start working on looking at all of those things as you're putting in the foundation over the next 90 days. So I don't want you to get too far ahead of yourself, but at the same time, I get it. And so I'm going to get you so efficient, so productive, and so excited about working on them blended and hybrid at the same time. Okay? And then lastly, you'll receive a swag bag of goodies. It'll include the Hero's Journal that I talked about during the 5-day Goals to Riches Challenge. It'll include our Shift to Riches Journal. It'll include a copy of my book, Shedding the Corporate Bitch, simply so you can have an understanding that, yes, you can change and you can shift your mindset from a place of maybe anxiety, fear, desperation, lack, and you can shift it to a mindset of abundance and plenty and empowerment and boldness and courage and confidence. And you can actually, have evidence and proof of that from the book. And then I have a number of other little gifts that are all kind of tailored around being a powerhouse maverick. All right. Now, all of those bonuses alone are worth $5,000. So between what you typically get with the immersion program and the bonuses, it's valued at more than $15,000. And yet we're only offering the entire program is only offered at $39.97. That's it. $39.97. And we can talk about on your Powerhouse session, what that looks like, what that could look like for you, so forth and so on. Now, these sessions are really important. Someone had asked me the other day, well, can I just sign up and not have this Powerhouse session with you? And quite honestly, I said, no, I prefer you getting onto this session, really ensuring that you have all your questions answered, you have all of your concerns addressed, you have all the understanding that you need in regards to what's going to happen over the next 90 days. Because what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to all of a sudden get into the program and then you're doubting and you're questioning and you're frustrated and you're not showing up and you're not doing the work. Because I found myself doing that exact same thing last year on one of the programs that I invested in. And I invested in it kind of at the knee-jerk reaction, at the spur of a moment. I didn't take advantage of the conversation with them. And, does that risk you all of a sudden being like, no, I'm not interested? Well, okay, then it wasn't right for you, or it's not the right time for you. So I really want you to take it seriously that I want to be sure it's a good fit for you. I want to be sure the two of us are going to work well together, because I am all in. I am all in making sure that you're successful in what it is that you do. I need to be sure you're all in. And the Powerhouse Sessions gives you an opportunity to really, find that confidence, find that comfort level. And at the same time, I can kind of work through with you anything that might make you appear a little bit unsure about it all. All right. So tiny.cc /Powerhouse Session. You can schedule a discussion with me, and we'll just, we'll go over the program. We'll go over your questions. We'll go over your concerns. We'll talk about the investment. We'll see if it's a good fit, and we'll go from there. All right. So I just wanted to provide you this overview. And again, we'll get into a lot more during one of your sessions. So I will talk with you soon. tiny.cc /Powerhouse Session. Talk to you soon. Bye.